I've got good news and bad news. Here's the bad news. Most protein bars are packed with sugar and unpronounceable ingredients. The good news? There's a better option. I'm Will, and I created IQ Bar plant protein bars to empower doers like you with clean, delicious, low-sugar brain and body fuel. IQ bars are packed with 12 grams of protein, brain nutrients like magnesium and lion's mane, and zero weird stuff. And right now, you can get 20% off all IQ Bar products, plus free shipping. Try our delicious IQ Bar sampler pack with 7 plant protein bars, 4 hydration mixes, and 4 enhanced coffee sticks. Clean ingredients, amazing taste, and you'll love how you feel. Refuel smarter, hydrate harder, caffeinate larger with IQ Bar.
Go to eatiqbar.com and enter code BAR20 to get 20% off all IQ Bar products plus free shipping. Again, go to eatiqbar.com and enter code BAR20.
Welcome to another episode of It Had to Be Said podcast. We say out loud what you think in private. No topic is off limits. Ladies and gentlemen, we have our very first sponsor, and that's the author Adley Telfort. He wrote this really great book called Better Thinking Habits, the Introduction Edition, now available on Amazon in paperback and ebook format. And he talks about things just like what we're discussing here in this particular podcast. Once again, the name of that book is Better Thinking Habits, the Introduction Edition by author Adley Telfort. In today's podcast, I want to talk about taking a chance. And what inspired this particular podcast, which is not going to be a long podcast, is a video that I saw while strolling through Instagram. And in this video, you have a wildebeest. It was standing at the top of a cliff. There's a lion that's hanging from its neck, right? And it's biting it and it's clawing at it. And at the bottom of the cliff, there was a river. And the wildebeest stands there for about 3 to 4 seconds. And then all of a sudden, the wildebeest just jumps into the river head first. And when the camera pans down to the river, the wildebeest is walking out of the river on the other side of the bank, and the lion, there's nowhere to be seen. And the caption on the video basically says, sometimes the fall is safer than staying where you are. And I thought about that for a second. If the wildebeest stayed on top of that cliff with a lion hanging off his neck, there's a really good chance that wildebeest would have been killed, because the wildebeest cannot kill a lion. And if you think about it, even though the camera didn't show it, lions don't hunt by themselves. They typically hunt in packs. So if the camera had panned it out, I'm pretty sure you would have seen other lions there. So that wildebeest was pretty much good as dead. But by making that decision just to jump off the cliff into the water, there was a chance it could get free of the lion. And that's exactly what it did. It didn't think about the initial fall, the hurt, the impact. It just thought about getting away from the lion, getting past that pain or the possible negative outcome that was going to happen, survival. And it's crazy when we talk about animal instincts. Humans, we've become so logical, we've become so timid. We don't want to embrace our natural instincts. And I see a lot of people that are going through very, very tough situations, whether it's relationships, their jobs, financial things, family affairs, or whatever the case may be. And they refuse to leave a negative situation, which is guaranteed to continue being negative and end up in a very negative way, rather than take the chance and just break free of it because they're afraid of the initial problems, the initial difficulties, the initial pain that's going to happen, or the uncertainty that's going to happen by them making that decision just to break free and walk away and do something different. And I know not everybody is built the same. I know not everybody thinks the same. But this message is really for the person that never really thought about it, never really had someone who told them, it's okay. Don't think about the initial pain. Think about the joy and the happiness, or the possibility of joy and happiness that comes if you were to make that initial decision. And that's who this podcast is for. No matter what situation you're in, If you find that you're afraid to leave that situation because of all of the uncertainty that can come once you leave that situation, think about it from this point of view. If you stay, what's the chances of things getting better? If there's very little to no chances that things are going to get better and they're just going to get worse, then what's wrong with taking the chance of doing something a little different? Because at least if you do something different and you get out of that situation, there's a chance things may be better for you. Just think about it from that point of view. I post new podcasts every Tuesday and Thursday. If you want to comment on any of the podcasts or share your thoughts on any of the podcasts that I've done, or you have any particular topic you would like me to touch on, go ahead and message me on Instagram or YouTube. I'd love to hear back from you guys. Good night.